Hey there guys, Marissa here. Welcome back to Rissa Roams. If you're new to the channel, hi. I am embarking on a northbound through hike of the Appalachian Trail this year. And by the time you're seeing this video, everything goes according to plan, I should be on trail. But today we are in Fort Mountain State Park. We are hiking the Gahuti Trail. And we'll be staying at one of the backcountry campsites here, and then be waking up in the morning, rolling out, and plan on hiking the Emery Creek Falls Trail in the Gahuti Wilderness. So, got an exciting few days planned, testing out all the new gear changes I've made, and seeing how things go. It's supposed to be a rainy day tomorrow, so gonna put the new Paca to use, see how it treats me. But yeah, so we're just getting started and looking forward to today. Yay, my first flower of this trail. There's so many flowers back home. I was so sad that this one was kind of barren, but starting to see some life, yay. This trail certainly has me practicing for all the PUDs, that's pointless up and downs, that I will see on the Appalachian Trail. This is how it's been the whole time. I go down, I go up. I go down, I go up. And with my recent knee issues, I look like a brand new baby deer going down these downhills. I am being so careful. I do not want to mess up right before I leave. I'm going to enjoy this short little stretch of flat while it lasts. I'm going to enjoy it so much. Oh. I know why I do this, but you know, when you're going uphill, sometimes you wonder, like, why did I pick this hobby? I could have picked so many other things. I'm glad I didn't, but you know, sometimes you question your sanity out here. Came up on the first water source. So pretty, so nice. It smells so good here too. I don't know what it is that I'm smelling. Also, Fort Mountain is known for extreme bear activity, at least according to the visitor center. They made me sign a thing promising that I would keep all my food and whatnot in the bear box at camp. No problems there. I love bears, and I would love to see one, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little nervous. I am the only person out here today, I'm pretty sure. And, well, I want to see a bear. I don't know that I want to see one alone. We'll see. I don't know. I find it interesting. 1 minute, I'm going up this steep uphill and I'm questioning why I'm out here. And then the next minute, I'm strolling through a rhododendron tunnel and absolutely giddy, thinking about how this is what it's gonna look like when I'm on the AT in a few short weeks. Oh my goodness. Roller coaster begins. Ah, so pretty. I love it. It's so disheartening when you've been like traversing through backcountry 2.5 miles and you're breaking a sweat and breathing heavy, and then you just see the visitor center down there and it's like, oh wow, okay, yeah, I haven't done anything. Ooh, bit of a viewpoint. It's a little hazy today. It was smoky down in the valley coming up, but pretty view. Well, since passing the visitor center, It's been a pretty cruisy trail, not too bad, making much better time than I was on the first 3 miles of the trail. But yeah, so far so good. Thought about getting off and doing the Gold Mine Creek Trail because it kind of connects back up later on, but I just kept walking. I didn't turn off, so I guess we're committed to this. I have plenty of water, so I don't need to go to a creek right now if I don't have to. There should be a creek called Rock Creek right near my campsite. Hope it's flowing. That way I know I have plenty of water for dinner and breakfast. But yeah, so just moving along. Definitely taking longer than I thought it would, but that's okay. Thankful that daylight savings time gives me a little more daylight in the evenings, because in true Marissa fashion, I didn't get started until like afternoon, so I got to the park at 1:30. By the time I was hiking, it was 2. But that gives me 6 hours before dark to get to the campsite and set up, and that should be good. So, fun fact, I have only been to Fort Mountain State Park once before. I was actually in college, so, probably like close to 10 years ago. And we had a weekend retreat for one of the clubs that I was a part of. Fun fact, I've never attended a Methodist church, but I was the president of the Wesley Foundation, or actually co-president. We decided to have a constitutional monarchy. I was the prime minister. I did all of the behind the scenes administrative organization type stuff, and my friend Jenny was the queen. So she was better with the outreach, social interaction, marketing type stuff. And so yes, we were here one weekend for the Wesley Foundation. Look at this tree. Oh my gosh. I've never seen one so covered before. Oh, I love it. Well, I am in backcountry campsite number 4. But I gotta say, number 3 might be the winner. You have quite a view here. Wow. Okay, yeah, if you decide to go to a backcountry campsite at Fort Mountain, I don't think you can get better than number 3. This is pretty spectacular. Imagine sitting on this rock, having your coffee in the morning. That'd be nice. Although it's rainy in the morning, so maybe okay that I didn't choose this. Whoa. I had no idea that this was coming up. This is amazing. It goes all the way down. Wow, it just keeps going. There's more up here. Wow, it's so pretty. Almost to camp. Made it this whole way without getting my feet wet in any creek crossings. And then just on the trail, some mud was deeper than I thought it was. Now I have a wet foot. That's okay. Feels kind of nice. All right, well, this is right before I get to my campsite, so I guess I didn't make a bad decision. Beautiful. All right, let's get to camp. Woo. Made this lovely card holder to help me get into my bear can. Thanks to Appalachian Adventurista for that idea. Getting dinner started so that by the time I set up my tent, hopefully it will be rehydrated. I got this spicy sausage bolognese on sale at REI. I was gonna make mac and cheese tonight, but your girl just feels like pouring water in a bag and waiting for it, which is also kind of the same as mac and cheese, but somehow this feels easier. So that's what we're doing tonight. I'm gonna go ahead and say that this might be a terrible idea. It smells horrible. And I just remembered that red sauce usually gives me tummy troubles, so this is gonna be fun. Smart thinking, Marissa. Tent is pitched. Not perfect, but I'm not mad at it. It'll do. And we actually are right by the creek. So I amend what I said earlier. I think campsite 4 is a winner. You have a water source and you aren't very far from that really nice lookout. So I say stay here and then just walk to the lookout for sunset and come back. I'm not going to do that because I didn't give myself enough time tonight, but that's what I recommend. Okay, personally cannot recommend. Too sweet, not spicy, not very good, kind of, yeah, just tastes like it smells bad. One mistake I made on my last little overnight shakedown was not filling up my water before I went to bed. Not that I needed water, but my hands were so dang cold filling up my water bottle in the morning. So from now on, get water at night so you don't have to freeze your hands while making breakfast in the morning. Just a little piece of trail advice there for you. But yeah, finished eating, had an almond Snickers. About to brush my teeth, put all my stuff in the bear box, and then probably honestly gonna go to bed. Thought about trying to make a fire because there's a whole bundle of firewood that was left here, and it's tempting, but you know what, I think I'd rather just go to bed so I can wake up, be fresh tomorrow, keep hiking. All right, bye.
Good morning, guys. Just woke up. I had a little difficulty falling asleep last night. I kept thinking I heard little critters, and then the wind. It was so weird because I could hear the wind, but I'm like below it, and so it sounded like rushing water or traffic, but it wasn't like blowing down here. It would make its way down here, and the tent held up well. It didn't get too bad, but yeah, we were kind of below the wind. So glad we didn't choose campsite 3 because I bet it was crazy up there. Yeah, I actually just checked my watch though, and it said I had the deepest sleep that I've had in a week. So that's cool. I wouldn't have guessed that, but when I did sleep, I slept well. Just I had difficulty falling asleep and woke up a few times, but overall, not too bad. Yeah, we're in the Durston. I like it so much better than my old tent. I've got so much more space, it feels like. I don't. It's actually smaller, but it's taller and I don't have like the walls touching my head, which my other one did on one end. So that's really nice. But yeah, my one complaint about this tent is if there are pockets, I have not found them yet. And also my other tent had a hook in the ceiling, which was great for like hanging my headlamp, so I could have a bit of an overhead light. I don't have that, so I usually just have to wear my headlamp, which is fine. But yeah, those are the only complaints. Nemo tensor does good. My quilt continues to do great. I usually end up getting hot, so that's a good problem to have. Yeah, so yeah, I do love all the headspace in this tent. It's great. Whatever that creature is precisely the reason I don't cowboy camp. No thanks.
Alright, camp's all packed up, had my breakfast and my coffee. It took me about an hour from the time I woke up to pack everything, change clothes, eat my breakfast, and make my way out. So hopefully we'll get faster at that with time. I may also eliminate breakfast and just do coffee and then eat as I hike. We'll see how I feel once I hit trail. But heading out, gonna go turn in my key to the bear box at the visitor center and then make my way over to Emery Creek Falls. It's supposed to start raining soon, so gotta get going. Finishing up the trail at the Cool Springs Overlook. Beautiful morning. Wow. All right, guys, so we made it back to the car earlier, and the plan was to hike the Emery Creek Falls Trail today. And I knew that there was a possibility it might not happen. I got there and I came to the first creek crossing, which is about 0.2 miles in. And I started it, and it was about mid-calf height. And then I saw it dropped off, and it looked like it could be at least hip height, maybe higher. And being alone, I didn't want to risk it, but also we're expecting rain today, and I knew that the creek levels could rise even higher, and I just really didn't want to risk that. So I made the call not to do that trail and came up with another plan on the fly. So we are actually out here doing a 9 to 10 mile section of the Pinhoti. So I'm gonna do this. My parents will come and pick me up and take me back to where I left my car. But yeah, so that's the plan. It's supposed to rain, so I have the Paca in pack cover mode, and we will see how it fares. Dogwoods and redbuds blooming. So pretty. All right, so we are finishing up our 9.5 mile day on the Pinhoti. Got to use the Paca, worked well, so much better than the poncho that I did have. So thankful for that. I got a little wet, but I also waited to put it on until it was actually really raining because the rain felt so good. I was so sweaty. But yeah, so happy to have gotten to test this out. I know I didn't video any of the trail, but I didn't want to get my phone wet, and yeah, just kind of wanted to get in the miles today. But yeah, so we had a good night last night, good hike at Gahuti, and good hike on the Pinhoti today. So yeah, that is, I guess, the end of this shakedown. Thanks for tuning in, guys.